Hey everyone, I'm Frank,
Ryan.
and we are the founders of Stroking Brewery.
Not our beer.
No, this is Harpoon IPA, excellent.
Good beer.
But the next video that you'll see is us making a Milk Chocolate Stout. It's our second brew of the year. We just bottled it, we just finished it, but
You're going to go back in time.
yeah, it turned out excellent. We're very happy with it. And this video is just going to show you how we did it. We recorded it, but it doesn't have every single step that we did. So just bear with us.
Post the recipe in the description.
Yeah, but we're really excited. 2 weeks it's going to be carbonated and we'll be able to try it out. But
Tasted it before the carbonation. Tastes amazing.
Yeah.
Tastes so good.
Yeah.
So,
Not too much of an aftertaste.
I'm super excited for it. Neither of us are stout guys.
No.
This is a really, really good beer.
Yeah. We got chocolate in it. We got lactose. We got all the good stuff.
Yep.
And
5.8
yeah.
ABV.
5.8 alcohol, and it's very cloud. It's very dark. It's very every note that we tried to hit, we hit. So hopefully in 2 weeks we hit the note of the perfect taste, and we'll see how that goes. We'll have a tasting video, of course, in a couple weeks we'll post. But till then, cheers.
Cheers.
Hey everyone, Frank here. I'm going to be your guide here, just going through this video and explaining everything that we're doing. Right here we're pouring the boiling water. We decided not to show you the water boiling on the video because that would be extremely boring. So we just skipped that. We're going to put the grains into the mash tun with the boiling water, just so that it can get all the flavor, all the color, and all the sugars out of the grains. You have to make sure that the temperature of that water is perfect, just so that it gets all the sugars out of those grains. Remember earlier when we said we didn't want to show a video of watching water boil because it would be boring? Well, this time we included it. But it is important to include because a lot of the beginning part of this is just sitting around doing nothing and preparing for the next step. So you do have some downtime on your hands. After letting the grains sit in the mash tun with the water for an hour, you want to kind of drain it just to make sure you get any grains that happen to fall through the false bottom. Obviously, when you're doing this, you don't want to lose any of the liquid, so make sure you grab a pot. Anything will work. Obviously, we used a coffee press. And just catch the liquid and then make sure you put it back into the mash tun along the side. You don't want to put it in the center because you don't want to mess with the grain bed. After you get all the solid pieces of grain that fell through the false bottom, you got to get your liquid into the pot so it can boil. You have to sparge at the same time just so that you get all the sugars left in those oats. Earlier in the video, we decided not to show water boiling the first time and then showed it the second time. As you know, it was extremely boring and so stupid. However, now we're boiling the wort, which is extremely fascinating and so much fun. You can see the difference, obviously. This is going to be also when you add things to your wort. Right now you can see we're adding hops. Now hops always make the wort boil over, so you have to be careful and always have to turn the flame down when you're adding it. These hops were added with 60 minutes left to boil. So, 60 minutes, we had some time to kill. Just taking forever. Alright, so blackjack. We're showing 16, dealer is showing 5.
Hit.
23 we bust. Alright, next hand. We are showing 16.
Hit.
Dealer 26. Bust. All right, one more time. Let's see what we got. We are showing 6. No, I'm just joking. Dealer had blackjack. Doesn't matter.
All right, hit.
And since you have a while, you have time to spend with your friends.
All right, I gotta go grab water real fast.
All right, cool.
I gotta go take care of laundry. Sorry.
Now that the wort's done boiling and my friends rejoined me, we have to cool it down, and cool it down really fast. We pump cold water through this copper coil to cool the wort down from about 210 degrees to about 75 degrees in 20 minutes. While one of us is cooling down the wort, the other is busy sanitizing everything for the next step. Now, I don't have any videos of us sanitizing the equipment, but don't skip that step because it is very important. If you don't sanitize, bacteria will get into your beer and create an infection, basically ruining the entire beer and wasting your day. The foam that you saw in the glass carboy is completely fine and absolutely normal. Do not fear the foam. Now the next step is getting your wort from the pot into the fermenter. Now some people might say that we're doing this wrong, and they're not wrong. Most people would have a tube running from their pot to their fermenter, which would decrease the chance of picking up an infection from the air. In all of our brews, we've never had an issue, so that's just how we do it. You also want to take a reading from your beer just to know what to expect after it ferments. And finally, all you have to do is cap the fermenter and wait for it to become beer. After 2 weeks, you have beer. It's flat beer, but it's still beer. It's ready to bottle. You're going to have to put priming sugar in your bottling bucket because that's what's going to make it carbonate over the next 2 weeks. But after that, you just have to siphon from your carboy into your bottling bucket. You still have to sanitize because an infection is still possible. So make sure that you sanitize any of your bottles before you put the beer in. After you sanitize, the bottle's ready for the beer. Once you're done filling up, you're ready to cap the bottle. This can be a lengthy process, but as long as you have a friend helping you out, time flies. You don't want to bottle everything, you just want to save a little bit, just so you can see how much percentage your alcohol is. And of course, you're going to want to taste it. Now, it's going to be flat, but it'll give you a good idea of what to expect in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching us brew a milk chocolate stout.